Dreams do give answers to any questions, but only if you care to ask before sleep. The method of soliciting dreams, interpreting them, and confirming their meaning is explained in my book, Dare Asking Your Dreams for Answers. 15 videos are also posted on YouTube under Isabelle Torroella. I have been dreaming on demand for 25 years in order to obtain information unknown to the conscious mind and to understand what motivates me. The method, called dream incubation, is still used in many cultures. I revisited the original technique for the Western mind to ultimately make the dreamer be his or her own master. Dreams have impacted my life in a way I could not imagine, and for the better. How so? Let me backpedal a bit and tell stories that explain many of my motivations, goals, beliefs, and ailments that I needed to correct, and in a creative fashion. Now, here are the stories. The main revelation of my dream work is the reality of reincarnation and how my last life, which ended in Auschwitz, was still affecting me in many ways, almost continuously. It started with a vision while I was resting on my bed. It looked like the black and white negative of a film. Naked bodies were thrown onto a heap of other naked bodies. If I opened my eyes and closed them again, the vision kept reappearing. Then I realized that all my dreams were filled with Jewish people only. Why? What was this all about? When at night I was asking for the meaning of Jews, strong sense of perfume would wake me up. After a while, I understood that perfumes were the dream messages, the replies to my questions. Well, I thought I was guided towards aromatherapy. So I bought books on the subject. To my surprise, I found that the Latin name of clove essential oil was the name of my daughter, Eugenia, given to her 15 years earlier. Later, and with more dreams pointing in the direction of concentration camps, I learned in the book of Robert Lifton, Nazi Doctors, that this essential oil, Eugenia, was injected into the heart of inmates, another efficient and brutal way to kill them. I started to suspect it had been my fate as well. When I solicited a dream on the meaning of clove oil, I had the most horrendous nightmare of my life. I was suffocating to death, simply dying. To confirm this fact, I questioned my dreams about the name of the camp where I believed I was murdered. I was not getting replies, so I asked for a daytime synchronicity. My request was, God, please give me a clue today. Where did I die in my last incarnation? In the evening, my son came with a DVD of The Boys from Brazil, a fiction movie about Mengele, the infamous doctor in Auschwitz. That was it. I was indeed murdered in Auschwitz. Still later, I was dream informed that my badge in the camp was a black triangle indicating that I likely was a gypsy then. Notice the triangles around the 8-point star on my book cover. It came out spontaneously, without conscious knowledge on my part. I also realized that besides Eugenia, there was another marker in my present childhood. I did live in a place called Sifour, meaning 6 ovens in French. My overall understanding was many times verified through hundreds of dreams and signs, plus my confirming dream interpretation technique as well. Whenever I tried to escape from my experiences in Porrajmos, they resurfaced in my dreams. Here is one of the latest illustrations. It comes through often health issues. For instance, the dream question was I infected by ticks in Germany? A medical practitioner had suggested that my ailments were perhaps due to Lyme disease caused by tick bites when I was living in the south of Germany, apparently the most tick-infested area in the world. In the dream, I am going through a turnstile metal gate in a subway station, meaning past life karma is the direction to take. A turning motion, by the way, is the wheel of karma. In the next scene, I notice a big poster of Gregory Peck. I go near it to see how he looks like. I think I am told that the main character who affected me was portrayed in a movie with Gregory Peck as an actor. I should look into it. It turns out that Gregory Peck was playing Mengele in The Boys from Brazil. So Germany was part of my health story, but not as expected. Typhus, which was common in Auschwitz, is very similar to Lyme disease. Both are transmitted by ticks. It seems that this terrible event is still very much alive in my body and mind, one incarnation later. More dreams explained that in fact Mengele himself injected me with typhus in order to develop vaccines. Later, he killed me by phenol, that is, clove oil, injections. This is the reason why I became paralyzed twice after inoculation in the present incarnation. Over the years, I came to the conclusion that my parents served as a reminder of my Porrajmos life. My very blonde blue eyes and sadistic father portrayed Nazi Germany and collaborating France, already my country then. My mother, who enjoyed dressing up as a gypsy to enhance her ethnic looks, represented my gypsy self. In short, my parents played their intended role. That is to make me question my last life. Jewish people did a great job at denouncing the Holocaust and articulating its causes and mechanisms. I think that the gypsy victims of World War II will express their own version through their ancestral talents, clairvoyance. I hope this tool will gain the recognition it deserves. Now, let us see how dreams can help release traumas. The question was, Jaco Pastorius, what method will heal my heart trauma? I had used Jaco Pastorius, an electric bass guitarist, as a dream intercessor for one of his fans. His messages were short and clear as I like them. Because his full name meant Master of Creation in numerology, I was curious to see whether he could help me in the same fashion as well. In the dream, I meet in Paris, France, my former co-worker Elisabeth Fauché, meaning, my last life is leading me to become my own master. In the next scene of the dream, she is taking me and my daughter Eugenia by car to her apartment. We stop in front of her building, meaning, my conduct and my body are still affected by the phenol injection, but I want to put a stop to the trauma. The dream continues. The streets are all empty and polluted with black dust. It feels creepy. I understand that I want to detach myself from the total poisonous experience. In the last part of the dream, I tell her I could no longer live there. The place is too drab and dirty, meaning, now that I am determined and aware of the facts, the method is simple. Let go of the past trauma. I think Jaco is telling me you can create your own new reality now. Other dreams questioning my higher self, Shango the African spirit and Cryon, a channeled entity, did confirm the accuracy of my interpretation.